Welcome to the Podcast Fast Track, where we get you on the fast track to podcasting success with actionable tips and strategies to improve your show and your business. I'm your host, Aaron Green, CEO at podcastfasttrack.com, a full-service podcast production company serving the industry since 2013. All right, let's dive in. Okay, so you've got a great idea for a podcast. What then? There's a lot more that goes into it. There's your intro. There's your call to actions, your outro, your music. All of these elements can make or break a podcast because if they're done badly, it's going to push people away before they even hear your brilliance. Let's touch on the music. I love sound design. I love music. You've heard the term, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, I think music even has that beat. A properly timed and composed piece of music can bring forth emotion, spark creativity, convict, energize like almost nothing else can. And when you pair that sort of a piece with amazing content, mind blown, you can get people fired up. So how do you choose music? How do you get it composed and edited to fit your message? If you have a music background, you could compose it yourself. Or if you have a good idea of what you want, you could work with the vast variety of music you could find on places like Pond 5 or other stock music sites. However, here's a caution. I would suggest buying something with a commercial license, a one-of-a-kind piece that you solely have the rights to. You can get into some issues where you're accidentally sharing music with another podcast, and that is something you do not want. You want the sound and the feel of your podcast to be unique. You want it to be something that you hear and someone right away goes, oh yeah, that's such and such a podcast. I like them. You could also work with a composer on Fiverr or Upwork or a firm like ours to get music crafted specifically for your vision, your mission, and what you want the people to come away feeling. Okay, so you've got your music picked out. You love it. It really fits your vibe. Now, how do you pair that with an intro, an outro, or a call to action to make it something that just delivers that emotion, delivers that spark? Well, let's dive right into it. A dynamic piece of music will come in waves. You'll have an intro. Then you'll have what I like to call the preamble. Kind of gives you a feel of what the music's about. Then you've got the main content, the chorus, that sort of thing. And you've got the bridge, which is a cool little transition, keeps things new after you've heard the chorus a couple times. Then you've got the outro. So the way I do this, and this has been refined for over 13 years of creating these types of things for clients. You want to pick a place of your music where there's dynamics. Okay, that means where it changes from one sort of a feeling to another. So for instance, the intro may be soft with some piano and maybe some lead guitar. And then as it transitions into the chorus, you get some drums coming in there, maybe a bass guitar in the background. That sort of a transition can do wonders when paired with your mission statement. So you introduce yourself, right? You got the intro of your song going. It's quiet, it's in the background, but you can still hear it. Then once you get to the point of really driving home who you are and how you're going to benefit your listeners, you can bring in that transition of the song where it goes into the chorus. Now, I've done a video on this showing you exactly how to do it in an editor. We're using Audacity, so it's simple for anyone to use. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do this, what to look for, what not to do. So go on over to our YouTube channel. That's Podcast Fast Track, and you can find that video there. Or you can search for us on socials. Just search for Podcast Fast Track, keyword sound design. Or you can simply click the link in the description, and it will take you right to that video. So if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. We're going to be covering a lot more things like this, hands-on stuff that you can take and put into action on your podcast. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Podcast Fast Track. To see all tips and tricks from past episodes, go to podcastfasttrack.com/podcasts. If you have a specific question, you can reach me at aaron@podcastfasttrack.com or on any social platform. Just search for Podcast Fast Track. Until next time, keep it on the fast track.